Make one $10 investment in your entertaining arsenal, and you won't be mad about it. My next guest promises, in fact, you'll find so many ways to use a set of bud vases. Tesla Welch is bringing the next thing in floral design to the everyday family gathering. It's great to meet you. Great to have you. Tell me how you got into bud vases.
So I've been using bud vases for years. It's such a fun way to bring a little bit of spring or the outside into your home in a really affordable, easy way. I always joke that I'm gonna end up losing my job as a florist with bud vases because anyone can do it. But as I was meeting with different brides this spring, so many of them are incorporating multiple bud vases in their tablescapes. And it's just a fun way to add personality, different textures and colors. And they come in so many shapes and sizes that it's just a really fun thing to do.
Tell me how you're shopping them. How are you adding them into your entertaining collection?
So you can find them everywhere, literally from Target in the dollar section to Amazon, of course, has a million good ones. I've seen them at Walmart. I've seen them at Pottery Barn. And so I just love collecting different textures, different colors. It's kind of a fun way to add in some of your favorite colors that are in your house already.
Yeah.
I like to use them at dinners, or even if it's my son's birthday, I'll pop one on a tray and bring him breakfast in bed.
Oh, cute. You're a cute mom. I'm sure you could thrift too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bud vases have been around. In fact, I'm pretty sure these were thrifted and pretty old because the glass is so thin and delicate.
That's darling. And how do you classify a bud vase? Some of these are taller than I would think.
Right. I think anything with a small opening that really fits about 1 to 3 flowers would be considered more of a bud vase.
Okay.
Less than 12 inches probably.
Show us some different ways to use them if you would.
Okay, so I love just different textures. I love going to Trader Joe's, my grocery store. Smith's always has a fun selection. Costco. This was a $6 bouquet. It has a lot of different fun textures, and you can literally do an entire tablescape with 1 or 2 bouquets.
By spreading it out in these smaller.
Right. Yes. Another fun thing is to, if you have, I always call them like a dead head, a rose or something that's broken off, I'll put it in a hurricane and then just pop, like, I found these fun little water operated floating candles.
Oh,
and so you can do an entire tablescape using the creative ways with just a few amount of flowers.
Look how beautiful that is with the flower underneath the candle.
Right, and a lot of venues won't let you have flame. And so this is a fun way to still get the floating candle look.
Yes.
And it's battery operated, so it's safe.
Cute. What else, Tesla?
Okay, so really it is just taking a few of your favorite flowers. I sometimes like to do an airier one. These are just spray roses, so you get 2 or 3 on a stem. And then just literally plopping them in a vase. And I think a lot of times people are afraid to like manipulate flowers, and they really are hardier than you think. I was just playing around with some carnations the other day. These kind of sometimes get a bad rap as like the funeral flower or the cheap flower. And they have come such a long way. There's one in here, it's this one, that's like this yellow and pink, which is such a fun texture.
How pretty that is.
And so what I like to do is I like to even just like smash them on the table. And then I pull the center out. So it opens up like another color, another dimension.
Oh, cool.
You can even break the back of them.
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Break the back, push it open, and then you get more of almost like a peony look.
More volume.
Yes, it doubles the size of the flower, and it almost doesn't even look like a carnation now. Not that there's anything wrong with carnations. It's just a fun way
to use them. But it hangs and falls in a different way.
So you can kind of see it hanging. There's a tight one, and so even grouping them together kind of just gives you a different look.
Okay, all right. Do you like grouping the same, where the vase is so small, do you like grouping the same color together?
Sometimes. I was thinking like we're all so sick of the winter, at least I am.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to do some spring, some pinks and yellows and blues. And so you can really do anything. A lot of times these mixed bouquets have 4 or 5 different colors in them. And so I don't think it really matters.
So play around.
Right.
Okay, all right. What about any other tips for other flowers in addition to carnations that might give you a more stunning effect?
Right, so roses are actually my favorite way to do this lately.
Okay.
You can kind of just bend back the first petals.
Look at you getting in there. She's not afraid. She is not afraid to show the flower who is in charge.
Right, like you're gonna do this.
I think I would be killing it, but no.
No, just gently bend back the petals.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
It opens up. There's so many petals in a rose, you rarely get to enjoy them all.
Yes, let's enjoy all the petals.
Right?
Why are we limiting ourselves to just
you don't want just like the first few.
What's inside counts. We say that all the time.
Yeah, good.
Look at this. This feels like magic, flower magic.
And then it is fun just to kind of manipulate the, sometimes I'll even pinch out the center to give it, and then you kind of have like.
Look at that.
A showpiece instead of just.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, you just can play with them and not be afraid. You can do that with little ones. Sometimes you can go to Smith's and buy the roses that are, you know, about to die for like $1. And you can even trim around the edges.
Okay.
And really just kind of bring new life into it.
This is fascinating. Give it a haircut, so
yeah,
to speak.
Totally.
Do you like, talk to me about height. Again, where the vase is so small and often lower to the table, do you want the flower to stick out proportionally or like right at the lip of the vase?
I don't think there's a right or
Doesn't
wrong.
matter.
You do want to remember though that people are sitting, and so you don't want it to be a whole table of like eyesight flowers so that they can't see each other.
Yeah.
That's something I had to learn over the years. I would do these huge centerpieces and then like block their view. And I had people like set them on the floor before, and I was like, really?
You don't have anything to talk about, do you?
Yeah, no.
Just stare at my
put the flowers back on the table and we'll be okay. So yeah.
Okay,
so
good
different
advice.
heights is fun, different textures. I have some clear, some cute little white and blue, some of
the blue bubble is my favorite.
So fun.
Very cute. Start looking at those bud vases or bud vase collections with new eyes. And I love how effortless it seems for a Sunday dinner. I mean, we often focus on tablescapes for big holidays like Easter, but this feels approachable for the everyday.
For just any special moment. I have 4 boys, and so anytime I can make something, my son calls it extra, I take the chance, you know, because it's just fun to do these fancy dinners and teach them manners and do something just a little different.
To be extra, Mom. To be extra. I love it. I love it. And I often think that we have to go big for a statement, but there's something very statement making about going small. The opposite is true.
A few battery operated candles.
Beautiful.
Some bud vases, and you can really turn any meal into a special occasion.
I love it. Tesla, thank you so much. Where can we see more of your work or get in touch with you?
So I'm on Instagram, just Blooms by Tesla, and I would love a follow, and they can reach out, DM. I'm always available.
Are you eating your protein bars for wedding season coming up?
Yeah. I mean, I have 2 in April, so I'm like, okay, I can do this.
She's building up. We'll link you over to her Instagram if you do have an event you need help with or to see more of her beautiful work. Thank you so much. Great to have you.
Nice.